What'd that mouth do?
Literally have every single one of my teeth done.
I really want my teeth perfect for my wedding day.
Now we all want a beautiful smile, because trust me, y'all already know I got a story. But baby, you better believe them folks was A1 legit. You can't be playing with your teeth. Let's get into this video. I got some clips because we're going to talk about these fake veneer techs.
To say. The entire time, I'm outside waiting to ask Jay Zachary some questions about her business. I waited for 30 minutes. She never came outside, so I head up to meet her myself.
Then I show up. Then you show up. So I come up to this suite. We knock on the door. What happens next? We walk in, and she immediately kisses out. She tells us she's on the phone. Now she's just in a hurry, and she's just chaotic.
How are you? I'm Justin.
Hey,
I wanted to talk to you real quick.
can you hold on?
Sure.
'Cause I'm gonna...
We wait for her by the elevator. Minutes later, she comes out. She tells us that she's on the phone with her son's school because of an emergency. She insists that we reach out to her at a later time.
Gotta give me a second.
Okay, I will.
baby.
I just want to give you a chance.
At this point, you think she knew what was up?
Of course she
I
did.
did. I think when she seen you, I think she knew. She knew when she seen you.
We explained to her who we both were, but she continued to ignore us and walked towards her rideshare.
Jay, did you want to chat about this? I just wanted to give you an opportunity.
I'm on a call with my... Nothing is
Yeah.
more important than my kids.
I just wanted to give you an opportunity because I am doing a story about this.
Okay.
And you're going to be featured. Do you know that this is illegal?
Prime suspect. Okay. I'm going to put the full video of the Shade Room in my description. And shout out to _Janice. I've done a clip with her, I think, in one of my videos previously. I like her. She's got some really stuff. Some good content. Love the eyelashes. Now let's go to the next clip. I got several. This is big because I'm really, I want us to be very clear as to when you checking out these professionals, you got to dig deep and get their information, because I had my whole grill redid in Mexico. Implants though, not veneers. I didn't even know there was such a thing called veneer techs. But I'm gonna tell you about hubby's veneers, and also share the script in the link below of somebody reputable. Y'all probably already heard of them. I can't think of them right now.
Ron Robinson walking in for the appointment he thought would change his life.
Your teeth it's your smile, it's your face, it's your look, it's your identity.
And while his post-work smile looks pristine, it's what can't be seen that he says is causing many problems.
I have open pockets, so food is getting in. My teeth don't meet where they're supposed to meet. One of them actually popped off.
The business Instagram page has more than 54,000 followers.
So you
It
just can't
appears to
use
be
the Instagram
filled
page.
with happy clients and all the work that they had done. That's what caught Sharon's eye from states away.
It's not like it's a genuine reaction. They're telling you, do this, smile like this, say this.
The ad showed 20 veneers for the price of $8,700, court records show. He flew
Wow.
on his own dime from Rhode Island to Houston for a 3D scan February 22nd. He returned 3 weeks later for the install when an employee at Forever Veneers used power tools to grind down the surface of his teeth and place the veneers over adhesive. When he started having problems,
You got to be, well, okay, great people. We got to operate in 2 words, common sense. And that's one word, compound word. 2 words make 1 word. Common sense. Power tools. Where they do that at? We have been to enough dentists as adults throughout childhood to know our mamas and daddy names did not take us to no places where they was using power tools. And I don't care how bad you want your grill to look straight. They ought to be pulling out tools from each every time they put out a tool for my mouth, they were pulling it out of a plastic thing to show you. Even the implants, they pulled them out of their own little things and they showed me each individual implant. I mean, come on, I saw the dentist, all the people's names were licenses and stuff like that. And you have to be smart, but power tools would have automatically been a hell no. Excuse my French. I ain't no cusser. Y'all know that. A couple will fly every now and then. You piss me off. But that flag has got to be raised at some point in your mind.
They wanted him to come back to Houston.
They weren't willing to compromise with that at all.
He called the Texas State Board of Dental Examiners, learning the man who did his procedure didn't have a license to practice dentistry. Jaden New York is now charged with a felony. We went by the office Monday. No one answered and the lights were out inside.
That would be a major red flag.
Dr. Austin Falk is a licensed dentist in Texas. Veneers usually start at $1,000 per tooth, he says, warning against choosing services on social media.
There's a lot more variables than just looking nice going on there that you have to be aware of and be careful about.
Jaw joint pain, cavities, and gum health, he says, are just a few of the long-term effects of botched veneers.
You could even, in extreme cases, have tooth loss.
That's a reality Robinson is anxious about, still trying to find the money to have the smile he hoped for removed.
They've taken advantage of every person that sat in that chair. I'll leave that up to God what's deserved, but I know they did me wrong.
Robinson says he's already spent thousands of dollars out of pocket on travel and on a dentist back in Rhode Island to fix what's going on in his mouth. He says eventually he will have to have those veneers removed. And this morning, records show New York has not been arrested on this charge. The Houston Police Department tells me additional victims may be out there. If you have any information, you're urged to call.
So my suggestion is, if you're getting people off social media, you're going to have to call the licensing board in their state. You can look it up in their country and find out if they are truly licensed dentists, especially over here in the States. If you're going to go in the States and you're finding people off social media.
Wow, a lot of fake TikTok dentists are popping up all over social media. Apparently people think it's quite lucrative. It is lucrative, but it's illegal. Yes, it's illegal. You are not allowed to do this, people. People have a really hard time understanding this.
I hear that. It must be something that he's got playing in the background, because I don't hear it. Sorry about the buzz, y'all. This the mic is turned up kind of loud so y'all can hear me really clear. But okay, I just want to say this real quick. How is a person brave enough to be a fake dentist, a fake doctor? How do you even formulate your brain cells to even think that you're going to play in somebody's mouth, on somebody's body, and think it's okay to play doctor on a real human or a real animal? I mean, this is absolutely crazy. I had to think about that. I was like, wait a minute, these people actually setting up shop like they are for real doctor. Like, there ain't laws and legal constitution repercussions for being fake doctor. Y'all, I cannot. People have lost it.
Well, she just got busted.
No license in either state. And yes, that's against the law for the short bus shawties who like to say, I just don't understand what they did. It's illegal. It's a felony. So here's how she got caught up in Vegas.
Tell me.
A woman in Nevada saw one of Monica's ads on Facebook and scheduled an appointment.
Facebook
the woman
again.
Said she arrived at the location provided to her in a text message, finding the veneer business in a room in a beauty parlor. The woman identified Monica Davis as the person who shaved her teeth.
Second warning, second flag. Okay, people, this is why I say you have got to operate in common sense here. If your spidey senses are going off, it's for a reason. The first man said power tools. Now they saying beauty parlor. Do you actually think you gonna be in my mouth in a beauty parlor? Boo! When I got on the elevator, sometimes you can't tell because they're in office spaces, so you may get on the elevator and go into an office building because there are dentist office and office buildings, correct? As soon as your girl stepped her 2 feet off that elevator and went down and realized I was in a beauty salon, oh, to the no. It would have been like, oh, come on now, people. You not going to play in my mouth in no beauty salon. Let's carry on.
And applied a composite to them.
Sound
Then the
low.
patient stated during the process, red flags started to come up. I'm sorry. Red flags popped up way before this woman even touched her mouth.
Exactly.
I really wish people would go back to using more common sense, at least to
In 2
protect
words?
themselves. That's stupid. Use your common
And it's not funny. It's not.
Court documents
But
reveal
come
the
on.
patient did not observe a dental tray or an autoclave, a device used to clean and sterilize the equipment.
You know what I just said?
The procedure left the woman with a larger tooth and fused several surrounding teeth. The woman saw her teeth were fused together, so she looked at Monica and was like, how was she supposed to floss her teeth? Because there was no space between them. And you won't believe what Monica, the so-called dentist, said to this lady. She looked at the woman and said, they don't fix that. When the patient later contacted the veneer experts again, she called up. There, somebody picked up the phone, told her that she owed $50 and needed to call a different number to schedule another appointment. The person on the phone also told the patient to bring cash. 2 weeks later, after the woman's appointment, the veneers broke off. That's when she went to a reputable clinic where she was told
Lord
it was
have
not real
mercy.
dental grade material that the previous person used on her teeth. Officials with the Nevada Department of Public Safety arrested Monica Davis on January 30th, 2024. That's when she was charged with a felony, running an illegal dentist practice. Monica posted bond, then she continued to advertise her services on social media and recruited new victims. All of this while she had an active
Bold.
case in Nevada. She continued to offer these services in Chicago, and that's why now she's being investigated by Illinois too.
When you go to the dentist, you assume the person doing the work in your mouth is actually a dentist.
But recently, we've heard from multiple people with the same shocking story. Their allegations sparked the state and a suburban police department to launch investigations.
CBS 2's Lauren Victory has this exclusive you need to see before you open up.
The last time Monica Bailey sat in a dentist's chair, she was hopeful. Now she's nervous, as if her teeth were chattering.
It's hard. It is. I'm just hoping that we can have a positive outcome.
It was February when she visited this building in Schaumburg. Up on the 8th floor, Bailey and her 15-year-old daughter had appointments to get braces at a business called the Veneer Experts.
In Vegas, she was working out of a beauty parlor. In Chicago, she stepped it up and got a legit office. So I can see how these people walking into there, it seemed normal for them.
Cleaned my teeth and started, putting the glue on and putting the brackets on for the braces. And I thought what she was doing was how it's supposed to be done.
We offer a wide range of services.
Bailey says the woman in this video worked on their teeth. Her name is Monica Davis. State records show Davis registered the Veneer Experts as an Illinois business in July 2023.
We're changing lives one smile at a time.
So these red flags, and okay, the second one, but if you're getting your practitioner off of Facebook, you need to dig deeper. You need to go look in the state where this person is offering these services to see if they're a licensed dentist, licensed dental technician. Now, I've never heard of veneers, real dentists have to put on veneers, right? Just like real dentists got to do implants. So I know that there's some that specialize in doing implants and veneers. Right, correct. So they need to be a licensed dentist, not a veneer tech. That's something that's made up. Ain't no such thing.
You're telling me that y'all are getting your veneers done by veneer tech with a certificate instead of a degree? What is a veneer tech?
All right, everybody, I'm here. I'm ready to go ahead and discuss the thing that you guys have been tagging me and bullying me about for the past week, saying, Bentis, talk about it. Bentis, talk about it. It's time to talk about this crazy veneer tech.
Listen to this dentist.
So apparently, if you guys didn't know,
Orthodontist.
down in Atlanta, they decided they were going to make up their own technician called a veneer technician. We already got lash techs, nails techs, every tech, Botox techs, everything else. So they said, hey, might as well just throw dentistry into the mix.
Right.
So my homies down there went ahead and made a school where they're charging you like $6,000 to learn how to do veneers in 2 days, and then printing you out a Canva certificate and just putting your name on it and saying, hey, congrats. And then they are basically tricking other people into thinking that they're professionals to go get veneers at a cheaper price. Now,
Help.
obviously, there is a slew of problems with this, as I'm sure you understand. One of which is it's highly illegal. Like, seriously, federally illegal to be impersonating a person of dental care. Basically a dental professional, a doctorate of dental study, a DDS, or a DMD. One of the two. If they're not that, they shouldn't be doing stuff on your teeth. Because newsflash, I don't know if I need to tell you this, but there's a lot of things that can go wrong with veneer tech stuff going on. I don't even.
It's a real
know,
mouth.
How do we get here? How did we get here in the United States of America?
Exactly.
Free healthcare for so long, and now we're going to Backyard Brandy to go ahead and get our veneers and braces and everything else done. It's wild. It's honestly wild. Obviously, it's one thing if they're doing composite veneers over the top. There's still a lot of things that can go wrong with that. But please, I hope they're not taking off any tooth structure. I hope they're on polish and stuff. I hope they're thinking about your occlusion when they're putting these things on there, because they're big and bulky, and if you're doing it over the top, it could cost so many.
So are these people Googling it on how to put on veneers and then looking at YouTube videos of real dentists, and they're putting a plan together and saying, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm just trying to wrap my mind around this, and how people are, how are they actually doing this and then getting people to actually believe that it's a real thing. See, that's why you got to do your research. You have got to do your research. People cannot blame these scammers. They cannot blame these people who have come up with this elaborate scam to get their cash, because they're the ones that's going to pay for the service. Okay. It's sad, y'all, but let's listen, because I truly want you to be informed, because now it's a thing. It is a thing. I mean, it's always been a thing. You want to have a nice A1 white smile, but veneers have really gotten popular over the past, 3 to 5 years?
So many problems. And now you got this permanent glue that's stuck on your teeth. And
Permanent
if you don't
glue.
like the look of it, how are you going to get it off? You're going to take a Dremel to your tooth. I guarantee you're going to go to a dentist and they're going to say, you did not get this from us, because this looks like some Ruby Tuesday type stuff.
Ruby
I don't
Tuesday.
like that. Not to mention, y'all are paying your good, hard-earned money to get your teeth jacked up. That's even crazy. Do we use similar materials to a nail tech as far as glue and lights and Dremel tools? Yeah, I guess there could be a correlation there, but that does not mean that you should be doing this at any capacity. If you see one of these in your area, because it is very highly illegal, you need to contact the state dental board in that state. So in Atlanta, you contact the Georgia one. You go there and you say, hey, we have people impersonating dental professionals doing dental work that they're not allowed to be doing. And then you let them know the location and the services, and they will swiftly take these guys down. Because it's crazy how many videos I've seen over the past couple days about veneer techs, and they're all over, man. It's like I don't know, it's crazy to me. And also the braces. I saw some people doing braces as well, which is even more dangerous.
Oh my
Next
gosh.
thing you know, we're gonna have BBL techs coming in here just saying, hey.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
So a lot of people been hitting me up in my DMs asking, the route to become a veneer tech, and sending me the video of some guy that just went viral. What? So this is the post that everybody been sending me, and these are my thoughts on it. Let's just cut to the chase. Y'all gotta stop the cap. A veneer tech is not a recognized specialty within dentistry. I don't know what that is. If you want to do veneers, you have to go to dental school, point blank, period. 4 years. I don't know how long this person would go to school. I'm assuming like a couple weeks, and you just doing bulky veneers of somebody's teeth. Y'all really messing up people's lives, bro. Y'all got to stop this. And I ain't no hater, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the type to knock nobody hustle or nothing like that. But y'all don't think it's weird that it's a certificate? Honestly, as soon as I seen Atlanta, Georgia, I knew what type time it was. That's Finesse City. Let's be real here. I'm from Georgia. I know. City. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop the cap, bro. Bro, the white coat don't even got a name on it. Bro, they order these off Amazon, dog. Y'all gotta stop this, bro. Veneer tech is not real. It doesn't say an institution he went to. He just got a certificate and a white coat, and y'all think he's authorized to do veneers. If you go to people like this, bro, whatever happened to your teeth, you high-key deserve it, bro.
It's right. It's right.
And I love the hustle, believe that. But I think it's an insult to people like me who actually go to dental school, go to accredited institutions to learn about
exactly.
this, to learn about how to take care of people's teeth.
Right.
And y'all just go do a class for 2 weeks and think y'all can do veneers? Bro, are you crazy? And I'm going to be so real with y'all. This is highly illegal, and I don't want to see a black man go to prison for being a fraudulent provider. But if you
if that's what he chose, then he's going to go to prison, and he should go to prison. Don't have no sympathy for him. The man is choosing to be a scammer, and he's actually choosing to work in people's mouths. That's all kinds of things can go wrong in there. You hearing what's going on with these people. So no. We ain't having no sympathy for a scammer. Come on.
Feel this way, bro, about dentistry, please do it the right way and go to dental school.
Purr it. Okay, y'all, that's the last clip. I thought I had some more, but I guess I just didn't. I'm going to actually drop the link for the full Shade Room video where they're talking about the young lady you saw in the first clip, the very first clip in Atlanta, who has been exposed. So I'm going to drop the link and you can look at the full video. If you want to check out more stories, go on YouTube. Go to TikTok and other, I guess you can also pull them up on YouTube. But I really wanted to highlight this story because I know what it's like having dental work done and spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. We went out of the country. I got a whole YouTube video on it. I'm going to drop the links in the description below as well. I didn't have any problems per se with that. However, the company that I went with had a lot of administrative things going on. The owner was trying to make sure he had the right people in the business. I'm going to say that. So I did have two separate dentists that one started the job. And the thing with implants is if it doesn't, it takes about maybe a week at the most, a week and a half for the implant to actually start to bind to your bone. And if it doesn't, then it's called a failed implant. So I had that, and I don't even think it really wasn't the dentist's fault. It's pretty much your bone. And over time, it starts to deteriorate. So it can be challenging as to how the implants are placed inside of your mouth. He did a really great job with that. And I'm not knocking his work, but I had couple of failed implants, and that's why it extended the process. I have all-in-4s. Well, actually it's called all-in-4s, but he was trying to do all like 6 at the top and 6 at the bottom. That's what I recommend. If you're going to do your whole mouth, it needs to be 6 at the top and 6 at the bottom, because it makes it more secure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I have 4 up here and then I have 5 at the bottom. It's serious. Everybody is licensed, dentist, everything legit, business, A1, all of that. However, you still have to do your own due diligence and your homework. Don't allow what you see on social media to just say, okay, yep, I see you on social media. I see your reviews. Go and check it out. Go and check it out. Excuse me. But in the States, you need to be checking to see if the board is, if this person is they have to be registered, enrolled, whatever you want to call it, in the board as a license. That's the whole point of going to school, getting the license, having the license number and all that. Because if you got anything you want to report, you report back to them for malpractice. But if they're not in the board, if they're not on the board, there's no number, then you can't sue for malpractice. Okay, I'm just saying. It should be serious. Don't let people operate on your body and they stuff ain't legit. I'm telling you, you will be messed up. So, okay, great people. Have you had veneer work done? Have you had implants done? Have you had any experience, or do you know anybody that has had any experience and it was some janky mess? If not, you got somebody that's considering it and they finding these people off social media, share this video, share these clips. Because people should definitely do their homework. And I'm not mad at anybody that wants a perfect smile. You only live once in this life. And I feel people should do the things that they want to enhance themselves for their own self-esteem, self-confidence, beautification. I definitely support that. But do the research, great people, because you ain't got but one body, one mouth. And if somebody, just as much as you spend to get it beautiful, if somebody messes you up, you got to spend even more to get it corrected. So, okay, let me know what you think. Get in the comments section. I am going to definitely share the link for, I got the video in description with Shade Room, and I'm going to drop the links from my experience as well. Let me write this down so you can check them out if you're interested. And I'll also put Ametista. That's the name of it, where my husband actually went in Mexico to get his veneers. Those people are A1. They have several across the U.S. They may have some in some other countries as well. They come highly recommended. Everybody in there is A1 licensed. Haven't heard anything negative. Quite a few celebrities as well as content creators have gone to Ametista, so they come highly recommended. I didn't go to Ametista. I went to another location, but I am thinking about going, having them to go there for a cleaning. So we'll see, but I love the work that they've done on his mouth, and so many others that have gone as well. So, okay, I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you again.
Start to apply the pressure listening to a 45-minute lecture. Intellectualism is conceptualism.